Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to really pull apart the essential knowledge you need for, well, navigating the business world.
That's right.
And today we are getting stuck into something absolutely core for UK marketing managers, directors, business owners, basically email marketing strategy, how to make it actually work. We want to cut through the noise, figure out how to genuinely boost engagement, and importantly, drive sales through email.
Exactly. And we're going to be looking at a seven-step framework today, not just the basics, but really practical stuff.
Right.
The idea is to give you, our listeners, really actionable insights. Turn email marketing from just another task into, well, a real engine for growth, specifically thinking about the UK context.
That's the mission then. A proper deep dive into these 7 steps tailored for UK businesses. So by the end, you feel hopefully pretty confident about putting this stuff into practice. Okay, let's kick off. Step 1, know your audience. Sounds simple maybe, but how deep do we need to go?
It's crucial. And yeah, it goes deeper than just knowing who they are. It's about really properly understanding them. That's the bedrock for any successful email campaign.
Okay, so what does that actually mean in practice? What kind of layers are we talking about?
Well, you start with demographics.
Yeah.
Obviously, age, location, the usual suspects. But then you need to layer on psychographics. What actually motivates them? Their values, their lifestyle.
Okay.
Then think about really practical segments. Gender, obviously. Life stage. Are they buying kids' clothes or maybe party wear? What's their price point? Are they budget conscious or looking for premium stuff? Even, lifestyle things like, are they buying office wear regularly?
Right. So if you're, say, an online fashion retailer here in the UK,
Yeah.
you might segment by, okay, gender first, then maybe life stage like students versus parents buying for kids, and then maybe price point people who go for the designer collaborations versus the basics range.
Precisely. That's exactly the kind of thinking. And here's the key bit, I think. For each segment, try and build a picture. Like, who is this person? What makes them tick? What language do they use? What problems are they trying to solve?
So you're almost creating these little pen portraits, these personas.
Yeah, exactly that. Doesn't have to be super formal, but vivid. Because once you know who you're talking to in that detail,
Yeah.
well, then you can actually make smart strategic choices about your emails. The message is just so much more likely to land.
Makes total sense. That groundwork on the who is vital. Okay, so that leads pretty naturally into step 2, which is building your email list, presumably with those segments already in mind. How do we do that effectively?
Right. So the foundation here is having really good sign-up forms on your website. Obvious, maybe, but critical. They're your main way of capturing leads.
And I guess the work we did in step 1 informs how we design these forms.
And absolutely. The questions you ask on the form, maybe even where you put the form on your site,
Yeah.
that should all help you identify which segment someone likely falls into.
Ah, interesting. So maybe a sign-up box on a page about kids wear gets tagged differently to one on the men's suits page.
Exactly. Instead of just one generic sign up here,
Yeah.
you tailor it. And then, crucially, once you get those emails, label your lists properly in whatever email tool you're using.
Right.
Add a little description for each list. It sounds like basic admin, maybe, but honestly, it saves so much headache later on. You or someone else on your team can instantly see who's who and why they signed up. Much better targeting.
Good tip. Okay, so we've thought about who we're building the list strategically. Step 3, choosing the right email marketing tool. This feels like, well, there are loads out there, aren't there? How does a UK business even start?
Yeah, it can feel overwhelming. But I'd say focus on 3 main things. First, it's about value versus features. What do you actually need? And remember, costs often go up as your list grows. So you want something that meets your needs now, but also, let's say, covers maybe 80% of what you think you'll need down the line.
So don't pay for absolutely everything imaginable if you won't use it, but also don't pick something you'll outgrow in 6 months.
Exactly that balance. Avoid overpaying, but avoid getting stuck. The second thing, and this is really important, is platform longevity.
Longevity? You mean how long the company's been around?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the company behind the software. Are they stable, well-funded, got a decent reputation? You're building a potentially crucial business pipeline on this tool.
Yeah.
You don't want it disappearing or suddenly changing direction overnight.
That's a really good point. We often just look at the features list, don't we?
We do. And the third thing is the ecosystem and the switching costs. Moving your email marketing from one platform to another, it can be a major pain. Time-consuming, expensive sometimes.
Right.
So try and pick software that plays nicely with other tools you use or might use in the future. Look for good integrations. A strong ecosystem means you can add capabilities as you grow without necessarily having to jump ship completely.
Smart. Thinking long-term about integration. Okay, so we've got our audience, our list, our tool. Now, step 4, creating stellar email content. This is the what, isn't it? The actual message.
This is where the magic happens, yeah. Or at least where your understanding of the business and your audience really comes together with, a bit of creativity.
So what's the starting point here?
It always comes back to the why. Why are you sending this specific email? What's the goal? Are you launching a new product? Trying to get repeat business by reminding someone what they bought last year? Just keeping people updated.
And the type of email flows from that objective.
Absolutely. You've got your welcome emails for new signups, maybe regular newsletters, perhaps important business updates, or really targeted offers just for certain segments.
Okay.
You'll build these in your platform, usually with drag and drop tools these days. And cannot stress this enough, make sure it looks great and works perfectly on mobile. So many people in the UK will only see your email on their phone.
Mobile first is non-negotiable then. What about making the content itself, actually good? Any key rules?
Definitely. Number 1, compelling subject lines. Got to grab attention in a crowded inbox. Number 2, make sure links are relevant and easy to click. Use images, but thoughtfully, don't overdo it. And always, always have a clear call to action.
Tell people what you want them to do next.
Precisely. What's the one thing you want them to do after reading? Make it obvious, get those bits right, and you're well on your way to content that actually gets results.
Great stuff. Okay, step 5, timing. We've got the great content, but when should it land in their inbox? Does it matter that much?
Oh, it really does. Send it when they're busy or asleep, and it just gets buried. Many platforms now have something called send time optimization. It's pretty clever.
How does that work?
Well, it looks at when individual subscribers have opened your emails in the past, and then it tries to send future emails at the time they're most likely to be checking their inbox.
Wow, so it learns individual habits.
Exactly. If you don't have enough data for that yet, or your platform doesn't offer it, a kind of general rule of thumb, especially for UK audiences, maybe avoid Monday mornings. Inboxes are usually overflowing then.
Right, the Monday morning deluge.
Yeah. Maybe aim for midweek, like a Tuesday or Wednesday, or even Thursday, Friday. If you're B2C, weekends can sometimes work well too. But honestly, that automated optimization, once you have the data, that's the goal. It sends in batches based on individual preferences, super targeted.
That sounds incredibly useful. Okay, next up, step 6, incorporating automation. This feels like it's become essential now, hasn't it?
It really has. It's not just for the big players anymore. Automation is key for scaling efficiently. It basically lets you set up customer journeys.
Journeys?
Yeah, sequences of emails that get sent automatically based on what someone does, or sometimes what they don't do after getting an initial email.
Can you give an example?
Sure. The classic one is a welcome series. Someone signs up, they automatically get email 1, then maybe 2 days later, email 2 with some tips, and then maybe a week later, email 3 with a special offer, all preset.
Okay.
Or another common one, someone clicks a link to a product in your email, maybe even adds it to their cart but doesn't buy. An automated email could go out 24 hours later, just gently reminding them perhaps.
Ah, the abandoned cart email.
Exactly. The possibilities for triggers and actions are, well, almost endless. It lets you deliver really timely, relevant messages without you manually doing it every time. Adds huge value and helps scale revenue.
Definitely see the power in that. Okay, final step, number 7, track, analyze, and improve. Sending is one thing, but learning is another, right?
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah.
This is the crucial feedback loop. You've done all the hard work setting up the campaign.
Yeah.
Now you need to see what happened and figure out how to do better next time.
So diving into the reports in the email platform.
Absolutely. Don't just glance at the open rate. Really dig in.
What are the key things UK marketers should be looking at?
Okay, main ones. Click-through rate, who actually clicked on your links. Bounce rate, how many emails didn't even get delivered. Open rate, of course, who opened it. And unique clicks, how many different people clicked.
And what can those tell us?
Well, for instance, a really low open rate might mean your subject line wasn't grabbing attention, or maybe you sent it at a bad time, or perhaps you have deliverability issues. A high bounce rate usually points to needing to clean up your email list, old or invalid addresses.
So each metric gives clues for improvement.
Exactly. It's a cycle. Look at the numbers, ask why, figure out what you could tweak for the next campaign subject line, content, timing, segmentation, and then measure again. That's how you get better. It's an ongoing process.
Right, it's iterative. Okay, so let's quickly recap those 7 steps for a really effective UK email marketing strategy. 1, deeply understand your audience segments.
2, build your list strategically with those segments in mind.
3, choose the right platform, thinking about value, longevity, and ecosystem.
4, create genuinely seller, mobile-first content with clear calls to action.
5, nail the send timing, ideally using optimization features.
6, leverage automation to create efficient customer journeys.
And 7, continuously track, analyze, and improve based on your results.
Master those, and you're really talking. For UK marketing managers, directors, business owners, getting this right can genuinely transform engagement and drive serious growth.
Yeah.
It's that important.
It really does sound like a powerful tool when used properly. It's clearly not just about sending emails, but about building relationships and achieving business goals, especially in the competitive UK market. It's a continuous learning curve, though.
Absolutely. And maybe just think about this. What could consistently applying these 7 steps, even starting small, do for your customer engagement and your sales pipeline over the next, say, 6 to 12 months?
That's a great thought to leave people with. And of course, if you feel you need some expert help putting all this into practice, boosting your email marketing or looking at your wider digital marketing strategy, we definitely encourage you to visit onecloudconsultants.com. See how the team there can support your marketing and business growth.